I, 35F, got annoyed at my significant other, 43M, and now he is so upset. Did I mess up? What should I do? Too long did not read. My significant other got really mad at me for telling him to stop doing something in an annoyed, angry voice and wants me to leave him alone the rest of the day. What do I do? Just ignore him? I feel like crap. So my significant other has a history of being upset when I go see my family while he is at work or picking fights over it as my family thinks he treats me poorly and want nothing to do with him. He likes to make comments about me potentially cheating on him, but I just write it off as insecurity and try to reassure him. I have never given him reason to think I'm cheating, and I rarely even leave the apartment except to go see my family 3-4 times a month. He was fine the last time I went a week ago, but this time he kept asking me at like 1 a.m. when he goes to work what time I was going, etc. I told him then I wasn't sure yet, but most likely early at around 10, but I had to check my work meeting schedule as I was planning to go between meetings. He made his usual comments about me going to see my side piece throughout the morning and kept saying I was sketchy for not having an itinerary planned out. When I left, I was talking to him on the phone and he asked me how long I would be there. I said I was going to get brunch with my parents and probably go hang out at their house after, so maybe 2 hours tops. He then said I was being shady, because I originally said I was only going between meetings, so he thought it would be fast. I tried explaining that I never said I was popping in for 30 minutes, that I told him I needed to check my meeting schedule, which I did when I woke up and noted I only had a meeting from 8-9 am. He kept telling me how shady I was being and I got annoyed, frustrated and had an edge to my voice when I asked him to please stop saying stuff like that. Maybe I was more annoyed sounding that I thought. He got mad and hung up on me. I thought it wasn't a big deal, but when I texted him an hour later he was really mean and made sarcastic remarks about how now I want to talk to him now that I have finished spitting venom at him. I apologized for sounding annoyed and said I should be more careful with my tone multiple times, but he continued berating me and said I was just telling him what he wanted to hear. That this is just the way I am. I get like this anytime something stands in my way of doing something I want to do, and that once I finish spitting venom I just play the victim and tell him what he wants to hear, that next time he gets annoyed he will spit venom at me. He is usually super mean anyway when he gets mad at me, and he doesn't want to deal with this crap right now. I don't know why I felt so bad over this, but I left him alone for a while after apologizing profusely, thinking he just needed time to himself. When he came home 4 hours later though, I tried talking to him and asking if I could lay down with him and he told me no, to leave him alone. Am I crazy to think this is an overreaction? What do I do? You don't say how long you've been together, but in whatever time that is, he has trained you to think of yourself as the primary manager of his emotions. This 43-year-old man, 43, is constantly accusing you of cheating because you go see your family. This is a man who is attempting to isolate you, whether consciously or subconsciously. His tactics are literally right out of the abuser's playbook. Look up DARVO to see that. Again, I don't know how long you've been putting up with this, but there is zero reason for you to stay in a relationship with someone like this. He is a nightmare person. Yes, hi, these are red flags for abuse, calling at odd hours, checking up on you, accusing you of cheating. Also stonewalling, the silent treatment, is just downright crappy. Please read your post and ask yourself, if a friend told you her boyfriend speaks to her like this, what you would think about the relationship. Is he the reason you only go out 4 times a month? Have you changed other things for him that you used to enjoy as to not make him upset? Avoid accusations. Just once I'd like to click on a relationships post where the title effectively says, I've been a jerk to my what do? And upon reading the post not discover that the poster is actually the victim of a long campaign of emotional abuse from said so. It's crazy how often this plays out exactly like this. I hope you leave him alone for the rest of his life, because he is a creep and he's going to isolate you from your family and friends so that he can ruin the rest of your life. He's so disrespectful of your time and your autonomy. It's extremely concerning that he wants to make you feel guilty for seeing your family and is willing to come up with literally any excuse to tell you it's wrong. I don't think he has your interests at heart, and I don't think he respects you. He's more invested in punishing you for not doing exactly what he wants than being a partner to you. You're dating an abuser. I know right now that seems over-dramatic to you, but he will escalate. Controlling where you are at all times and your visits to family or friends is always an indicator of more abuse coming. He's also clearly excellent at gaslighting. This is not a healthy relationship and will get worse. It is not a matter of if but when he escalates. Anyone who tried to influence me to not see my mom would be dead to me. YMMV. You're staying with the dude. Why exactly? Like, what are you getting out of this relationship? I'm a dude your age, and if someone talked to me like that, it would be the last time they talked to me. You are a grown-ass woman. Why are you putting up with this controlling asshole? This was my marriage for 20 years. Turns out he's a narcissist and finally realized he was abusing me and the children the entire time. He hid the stuff he did to the kids from me and they were too scared to say anything. I found out, planned my exit, and we're getting a divorce. Don't stay with him any longer for any reason. Your family is right and it sounds like they'll support you if you leave. Please don't put yourself through this anymore, you can be happy. You should listen to your family. So many valid comments. Just adding to the pack to increase the likelihood you will take heed. You are in a toxic relationship. It will only get worse and more difficult to get out of and recover from. Run. Now. Also, I'm sorry. Your situation sucks. Seek support from those that love you. Real love, not a narcissistic illusion of love. ND said I should be more careful with my tone multiple times. Yes, you always have to be careful of your tone with an abusive partner. You can do things for a person and not get tired. Like my dog, I would take him for walks despite not being a walker, chew and peel fruit for him, carry him like a baby, pet my rabbit for hours just because she likes pets that much. And it all just makes me happy, not tired. He sounds tiring and you don't sound happier for it. Too long did not read. 43-year-old man acts like an insecure teenage boy with emotional issues. Got it. Dump his ass. Op. Please look up the traits of narcissistic abuse, isolating you from your loved ones via guilt, constantly accusing you of things that he himself is doing, and stonewalling you as signals of abusive behavior. They are not healthy habits, and the combination of all of the things you described are alarming. Check into this and see if any other aspects of it are familiar. Good God, stop apologizing to him already. What do? You let him sulk in peace. Ignore him. He wants to treat you this way, at least you're not going to be playing into his hands anymore. Your family's right about him, by the way. None of this is behavior you should accept. He is acting like a child. OMG, I'm really worried about you. Are you safe? Has he put hands on you? I'm sorry, but this just sounds like things are escalating, and escalating is bad. It's not your fault if he has, even just to try and hold you in a room. I hope you get a chance to spend time away from him for a bit to maybe think about how you feel in your home. It doesn't sound nice, relaxing, or safe. Truly wishing you the best. Why is your son older than you? It seems to me that you, like most other posts in here, are aware at some level that you're being abused and manipulated in a deeply unhealthy way. At least that's how you're writing it, which means that's how you're experiencing it. Do you just want external sources to confirm the deep unhealth of this? 'Cause here you go, it's unhealthy. I'm sorry, I'm struggling to believe that you actually think your BF's behavior is anywhere within the realm of acceptable. It is so far out of bounds that you should have left the second time it happened. I fucking hate these posts. My significant other is a piece of shit. What did I do wrong? Yeah, maybe some people are too naive to spot a bad partner, but come the fuck on. The only person who's overreacting in this relationship is your BF. What good qualities does he have that make you want to stay with him? Because everything you posted sounds like he's immature, insecure and enjoys gaslighting you, making frequent comments about you cheating on him, being shady, then, when you tell him to stop, accuses you of spitting venom, and makes you out to be the bad one. Your family doesn't like him because they think he treats you poorly. Maybe you should start listening to them. Child of a narcissist here. Time to jump ship, mate. I've seen what people like this can say to their significant other and children. Do not make the same mistake my mother did. You are being abused, mentally and emotionally. None of this is normal. You are separated from family and friends and he makes you feel guilty when you try to spend time with them. That is not normal. He manipulates you just to destroy your day when you try to spend time with people he doesn't approve of you seeing because he knows they can see the real him. He sounds controlling, irrationally jealous, and unkind. You deserve to be treated with care and respect, even when your partner is angry. Maybe your family is onto something. Your boyfriend flipped a shit on you, then told you were the problem for finding that annoying. I just don't know where you can go from here. Don't apologize, he was being an asshole, he is in the wrong here, not you. It sounds like he has narcissistic personality disorder. You need to get out of this relationship before his behavior gets worse. This guy is an asshole who's trying to separate you from your family and being excessively insecure. Consider carefully whether it's worth staying with him any longer. This is calculated emotional abuse. End that cycle before it escalates and find someone with a more compatible communication style, level of respect. Good luck. 4-leaf clover. Girl. This guy is a gaping R. He's gaslighting and manipulating you to get his way. He's also trying to keep you from your support group, your family. He's acting like a giant freaking baby and everything you've posted is just a series of huge red flags. I dated a guy that sounds exactly like your BF, it only escalated over the years, and turned out he was the one cheating and lying about everything. You need to leave him and stop worrying about upsetting this dude who just wants to be the victim all the damn time. He's in his 40s, there's no fixing this man, he's going to be miserable his entire life and he's going to take you down with him. He sounds crazy. Why are you the one apologizing for his nonsensical behavior? Why are you letting yourself be controlled by his BS? You can do so much better. Don't let yourself be controlled and do not feel bad. You should be angry that he keeps accusing you of cheating. What is wrong with him? Please run. Don't make yourself responsible for his tantrums. Geez. He sounds abusive and manipulative. He was sussing out how long you were going to be gone so he could take his side piece home. You're not the one cheating, he is. That's the feeling I'm getting from this post, anyway. People who accuse their partners of cheating with no evidence 99% of the time are deflecting. You apologized this man? Are you kidding me? All you did was leave the house without a minute-by-minute plan, which everyone does. So basically, if you stop for a coffee, you must be cheating. What kind of emotionally abusive turd are you dating? All of these comments are legit. Also, most of the time if someone is constantly accusing you of cheating, they're likely the one guilty of cheating. Don't ignore all of this great advice. It's never too late to start fresh and strive for happiness. This sounds just like my ex except we were in our 20s. Y'all need to run away girl, he's got issues that you cannot fix and he doesn't sound interested in fixing them himself. Please break up with him though lol. Or have therapy. These sound like red flags. He may be projecting onto you. IDK though, he could be cheating or just insecure but he seems like a child. Your boyfriend is being abusive. Your family is correct. Your relationship sounds so healthy. Your family is right about him. Move home, bring your critical possessions when he is at work to avoid conflict. Bring your family and or a police escort back to get larger items. Admit to yourself that you made a mistake. Get out and block his number. Dude, you a little bit too old to be dealing with this shit. If this started 2 years ago then you had 2 years to leave this. Why are you apologizing to this walking red flag? He is completely out of line. It sounds like your parents are right about this guy. I was about to give you advice on how to have those sorts of conversations like a couple. Then I read more, and realized that you're currently with a garbage person, who you should just discard entirely. Sorry sad face. Your 43-year-old so is acting like a teenager. Personally I wouldn't put up with it. I would sit him down and tell him exactly how I felt. I would tell him that his cruelty and accusations need to stop. That he needs to join you in counseling and go to individual counseling if he wants the relationship to progress at all. Info. How long have you all been in a relationship? So, why do you like this guy? He sounds awful. Get out while you can and block him.